Hey guys, it's Ryan here with the RIZE Blade. Just turned over 5,000 kilometers on this bike, but started off. Can you guys? It'd be great if you guys could like the videos and possibly subscribe. If that would be awesome. It helps with the channel. Helps get more work done on these bikes to figure out and get different bikes and do more reviews. But if you could hit the like button and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. So anyways, here's the RIZE Blade. Previously I owned the Spark Bikes Blade, and I sold it with 5,800 kilometers on it, and I just put a chain on it. That was it. So now this one is 500 watt base, basically watt, like my Spark Bikes was. 17 amp hour battery, 48 volt. So it's just to show you here. So 5,016.2 kilometers, and the bike has been great. All I've done is done the chain like my other bike. I put the front tire on the back. It needs a new front tire for sure. I'm actually in the green wear bars. If anyone wants to send tires my way, give her. So yeah, the bike, it runs great still. Everything's pretty much good. The only thing here, there's a lot of K on it, and there's a tiny bit of play. I need to just get a new bearing, which is minor. That's just wear and tear. Like I said, the chain was done. I'm gonna have to get new sprockets or cassettes. It's getting a little loose. The play and the teeth are getting there too. They're getting that shark bite or shark fin look, and I know that this is all getting loose. But that got hit a bit of a snowbank the one day. I think that might have been part of it, and then another day it got a stick jammed up in it, the derailleur. So it is what it is. These things happen, but that's just your wear and tear. All the other bearings seem good. Motor's never been an issue. Battery never an issue. No electrical at all. My only real complaint about the bike is the seat. That's it. It's not as good as the old Spark Bike seat. It's not. It just bottoms out easy. It doesn't take that abuse. And like I said in my other videos, the other bike almost had double the hours, I would figure, because there was a lot of winter riding. Now I put a lot of kilometers on quick because, well, I ride a lot. So I bought. This bike arrived at my house August 5th of 2020 this year, and it wasn't today it turned, it was the other day it turned the kilometers, but December 5th, so exactly 4 months, it turned 5,000 kilometers. So some people that's not a lot of kilometers, some it is, but so 4 months, 5,000 K. And like I said, there's been nothing wrong with it, just wear and tear, same as my other one, the Spark Bikes, which is the same company. They just switched their names due to a lawsuit or some legal matters that Walmart owned that Spark Bikes name. They're great bike. Don't let that seat deter you from that. It's not that bad. It's way more comfortable than a normal seat. Now having these foot pegs built in too, the Eldo one never had that, and how this is reinforced and these come with it, it's awesome, and it makes things easier if you have a passenger. And another great thing with these is the bikes look awesome with the fenders off, but you need them basically on because it just sprays you with anything or any debris. I've tried it and it doesn't work well, and it keeps the stuff more or less out of the electrical stuff, which is buried up in here under the seat. This I just added on for drinks and whatnot, tools. But the plastic fenders are awesome. And the reason I say that is because you can take the abuse and flex, and they'll bend. Right here, it's all scuffed up. I actually flipped the bike right back when I was doing a catwalk, and I laid it down the gravel, and this thing actually flipped up in a bit and it was caught, and I just took it out and it was fine. Nothing like to get smacked all the time. My friend's bike has steel ones. Like, oh yeah, that's the other thing. So those are included in the horn and whatnot. But and there is a drink holder too, which you can mount here underneath or here. But the plastic fenders are part of it. It comes with it for free. A lot of these companies, it's like another 150, almost 200 bucks it can be for the fenders. And my one friend's bike has steel ones, and they're just banging, always coming loose. They look like crap. They're twisted, and they don't take the abuse. And the plastic is awesome, and they're kind of reinforced here. Like there's a lip. My other one didn't have that, but I don't know if it was missing. But yeah, if you're going on an e-bike, like to have something different, take a passenger. These are great, and 500 watt. They're rated for 300 pounds of weight capacity. And I have to pedal a bit with my girlfriend on. And we're like around that under the 300 pounds. But if it's like a huge hill, you have to pedal a bit. But I've never had, even going up really steep hills and coming up from the river with her on it, nothing wrong at all. There's also actually a big bike rack on here that comes with it too. You'll see, it'll show on the website, and I think it's rated for around 25 pounds or 30 pounds. It works good. I've only used it a couple times, but you can really feel the weight on the back, so be aware, because you get that swing kind of going. But it's awesome. They throw that in too, which other companies will charge like 100, 150 bucks sometimes, or starting at 75. It just depends on how much you want to spend, but it is handy if you want to use it. Other than that, like, the forks work good enough for me, and I do some aggressive trails sometimes. Like I said, people do complain about them, that they're cheap forks. So it could have been a solid fork. You have the option, you can lock it out. You got your little dampener thing there. I go back and forth, and it works for what you need. If you want to do the upgrade, then I guess you're gonna have to do it on your own. But to have this fork is a nice option, and it keeps the price down, because it could be, you can drop 800 bucks, 1500 bucks easy on fat forks. So then that would drive the bike price up. So in my last one I sold with 5,800 kilometers on it. I sold that bike for $1,600 Canadian with that many K, and it needed tires and all that stuff that I mentioned about this one to get fixed or replaced. It needs that, and the parts aren't expensive really by any means. So I'm gonna I traded the last, so when I sold the last one, a guy only put 200, not even 200 kilometers on it, and I bought it off him for 900 or 950 bucks, because he had to leave the country, and then I rode it for that long, or have it long, couple months, brought it up to 5,800 K, and then I sold it for 1,600, or whatever, it was around there, 1,600. So these bikes hold their value very well, it seems. So that's a bonus, and there's not a ton of them. I haven't seen actually one yet. Not one single bike like this around my area. So that's kind of a neat thing. It just takes you a while to get around town or on trails sometimes, because people ask you questions or are interested, which I'm more than happy explaining. So that should be it for this, guys, and please subscribe and like if possible. Have a good one. Any questions, just put a message up on the thing here. All right, take care, guys. Ride safe, bye.